Well, new mask rules are now in place in Washington state, meant to help keep the infection rates down because they've been steadily rising. But as King 5's Tony Black reports, there is new concern that cases are ticking up in King County specifically.
King County Public Health says coronavirus cases are up all over the county, but say specifically they've seen increases in Seattle and from young adults.
On the first day of the statewide mask mandate, there were plenty of people out wearing a mask. Governor Jay Inslee's mandate says everyone must wear one when they are in public or in a situation where they cannot properly social distance.
Willful violation of this order is tantamount to a misdemeanor.
Though that hasn't sat well with everyone, King County health officials are encouraging people to listen to the mandate. In a statement, health officials wrote, "There seems to be misconception that because we are reopening, COVID-19 has receded." They say between June 12th to June 18th, there were 113 more cases compared to the previous 7 days, a 47% increase. And most have come from the Seattle area, and most are young adults. They said there's no clear indication of the source of the spikes. Over the last several weeks, there's been multiple protests, along with counties reopening, giving more chances for people to get out. Hospitalizations, though, have remained steady, and officials say it's too early to know if these recent cases will subside or increase, potentially causing stress to the healthcare system.
Health officials say as we continue to reopen things, it'll be even more important to remain diligent about washing your hands and now wearing a mask. Here in Fremont, I'm Tony Black, King 5 News.
Tony, thank you. The Snohomish County Health District is trying to track down people who attended a party in Stanwood. So last week, up to 70 people may have come into contact with a person who tested positive for COVID-19. Guests who attended are asked to avoid going into public areas until they themselves can be tested for coronavirus. And Snohomish County will not apply for phase 3 of reopening just yet. It could have applied yesterday, but county health officials say they're going to wait. They're going to wait a little bit because of the uptick of cases. Here's a look at the current phases across the state right now. 17 counties have moved into phase 3. Those are the purple counties. Another 17 are in phase 2. Those are the blue counties. And 5 counties are still in phase 1 or a modified phase 1. Lynwood is giving away free face masks today to low-income families. The city is holding a drive-through event at the Lynwood Recreation Center on 44th Avenue West from 1 to 3 p.m. You're going to need a photo ID, though, and proof that you meet certain income requirements. Several businesses have been suffering because of the pandemic here in Seattle. It's why Seattle's Mayor Jenny Durkan wants to help small businesses reopen. So in her latest proposal, small businesses could get free permits to temporarily use the street. And as King 5's Natalie Swaby reports, this would help small businesses navigate both the public health requirements and financial considerations.
Take a place like Marjorie. There's limited space inside, but new action being taken by the city means in some cases there can be temporary outdoor cafes to expand capacity, and restaurants aren't the only small businesses benefiting.
It's challenging, I'm not going to lie. It's been a really rough ride.
At Donna Moody's restaurant, the dining room isn't open yet, but she is offering carryout and considering her options.
If I were to go out on the sidewalk, which we have a really wide sidewalk, so we would be very legal and we'd be not interrupting any ADA people trying to access the sidewalk.
Thinking outside the box with sidewalk cafes. City leaders are making that idea more possible by offering free sidewalk and curb space permits to help restaurants that are only allowed to open at 50% capacity right now because of the pandemic. In West Seattle, Dave Montour, owner of West 5, says if his application is approved, he could fit 4 tables in a parking strip with social distancing in mind.
We hope for public safety. We hope that the cases go down. So we're going to play our part in that.
Retailers could receive help too because the city is offering free temporary merchandise display and vending permits.
How helpful is that?
I think it's really helpful. I think that the city was listening to the fact that consumers are worried about eating inside, and that restaurants, once they have to socially distance, they need more space.
According to SDOT, the goal is to streamline the process by prioritizing application reviews for businesses that qualify. Permits are good for up to 6 months. In Seattle, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.